Today, another group of pencils from India. Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at a box of pencils that arrived some months ago from India, and I've had these set aside. Haven't looked at them yet, haven't tried them, but we're going to do that today. It's from a maker of pencils that I have not yet experienced. These are Classmate Carbon Black Super Dark Wood Case pencils. Super dark seems to be a theme with Indian-made pencils. Not just in the way that they write, but in their descriptor. Often it will say super dark or super extra dark. So this is no different. Super dark to be lead, so this one actually has a grading on it. Dark and neat writing. Special treated wood for smooth sharpening. Lots of info here. India's #1 notebook brand. So pencils must be not their main item of manufacture. Free 1 long point sharpener. We'll take a look at that. Non-toxic. Okay. So there we go. Let's see what we have here. I'm not sure which end to open. I guess up here at the top. I think I see that sharpener. Kind of vaguely football shaped sharpener. Does look like a long point. Oddly, well, that's a strange little setup there. No eraser apparently. Okay, so let's take some of these out. I'll set the box aside. Okay, first impression, first thing I notice, interesting color scheme, this kind of wine red and gold. Classmate Carbon Black is what it says on the pencil. Nothing else that I can see, nothing imprinted on the pencil. The end is just a dip, it's painted. But the quality of the lettering is, I'm going to say, surprising to me. Generally, I find pretty high quality among Indian pencils, and these are not quite that. There's some missing ink on the imprint. They seem really dusty, like there's some kind of a detritus left over from the manufacturing process that's adhering here to the shaft of the pencil. There's some nicks and places where the paint didn't quite cover adequately. So not super impressive from the start. This one appears to have a little bit of a bend to it. Try to roll it on the table. It doesn't roll very well. So I don't have all of them out, but just this sampling right here seems kind of unimpressive. I'll take what looks like the best looking of the bunch here, and we'll sharpen that up and see if its writing makes up for its poor quality control in the appearance department. And I said this was the best looking one, but it also is bent. Oh well, we're going to sharpen a bent pencil, see how that goes. Put down a towel to catch all the shavings. Nice, I guess, that they match the sharpener to the pencil. Let me lock this down a little bit because I think that's jumping all over the place. just see how it goes. It's forming a nice ribbon. That wood is not the wood I generally see in the lesser expensive Indian pencils. So that's kind of a surprise to me. See the unevenness. The core is clearly not perfectly centered. So you end up with more wood on one side than the other. I feel like I'm taking a lot of this pencil off. We'll just leave it at that. They say long point sharpener. I'm not sure I'm going to call that long point. Or maybe I'm just thrown off by the fact that it's not centered. Okay, let's get this out of the way and we'll try writing with it. Well, they weren't wrong about the dark. There's a bit of a scratch to it that you can possibly hear, even on the recording, which brings to mind something like a charcoal pencil because it is quite dark. It almost kind of breaks off into a powder, like you see in some charcoal pencils. I wonder if it's not somehow charcoal graphite mix, if that's a thing. I don't know. That's kind of what it feels like if there was such a thing. So it definitely wears down the point quickly. You won't be able to see that, but I developed a flat spot. I wasn't rotating my pencil as I wrote, and it started to get a thicker, less distinct line until I rotated it, and then I was able to correct it a little bit. So really soft. Yeah, that feels a lot to me like writing with a charcoal pencil, which I like the super dark quality, but it doesn't feel like a graphite. So it's lacking in that department when it comes to just writing. For sketching or something of that character, I could see where that would be a benefit. Sorry, I know my focus is really acting up today. Okay. So yeah, kind of final thoughts here. Quite dark, as they say, as they promise. Not really a writing pencil. Of course, in fairness, it doesn't really doesn't describe them as that. I guess the word writing is here, but it doesn't describe them as writing pencils or school pencils or anything of the sort. So that may be a me problem where I was expecting one thing and got another. So Quality review of the fit and finish, unimpressive. They feel cheap. They look kind of cheap. It's an interesting writing experience. Would be good for an artist, maybe. Sketching, something like that. The wood seems fine. It sharpened okay. But centering was an issue. These look pretty well centered. Maybe I just got a dud and that one was bent, so maybe that's an issue. Anyway, not sure I would order more Classmate or Classmate pencils. I think I'll stick with some of the other really, really nice brands India produces. Apsara, Nataraj, Doms, all very fine pencils. Classmate just doesn't make the cut for me. Your mileage may vary. Thanks for joining me today for this pencil review, and hope to see you here again next time.